Have you ever heard the term, when in Rome, do as the Romans do? Well, if you're a frequent traveler, or if you're a migrant like us, you will have experienced yourself facing culture shock. This is the very first step for you in adapting to the local culture and trying to make sense of it. Whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, we can't deny that, after all, we long to socialize, to interact with other human beings in order to survive. At least that's what I believe in. So imagine just like a radio, we all try to tune in to similar frequency where we can talk and listen to each other. This applies to all our social interactions with a new person, at a new place, and basically to any new context that we encounter. Because we are born with an aptitude to adapt to any situation. Heck, even our body teaches us to do so. In the first few years after moving to another country, I experienced a huge culture shock. Not all of them are bad, but not all are good either. And certainly, there are some that imprinted in my brain because of how silly it was. So for me, it is language. Not because I can't speak their language, but I guess each country has their own local slang and term that is not really well known. Have you ever been in a country where English, or say any universal language, is not spoken? Then your unique brain sort of told you, perhaps, if you talk louder and slower, people will magically understand you. So let's rewind. The year is 2008. Yep, that's me. I was an awkward and fresh graduate from a small town who just moved into. Within 2 weeks after accepting the job as an architectural designer, as all nomads need to do, I had to arrange and set up a lot of things, including the one thing, aka my precious, that we cannot live without, the internet. Long story short, I made a call to service provider to fix up the internet. I was trying to speak with a proper English, but not acting such a British bitch. Could you kindly advise me how long it will take to fix up the device?
Hiya. You said what lah? Chop chop lah.
In the end, I sort of raised my voice and asked him in very weird sentences like, okay, so internet, how long you fix, huh? And to my surprise, he understood it very well.
Walao why don't you say so?
It takes a toll on your grammar when you stay here for more than a decade. You sort of get used to short from everything, and I mean everything. There's also a story where the local use an ancient English word that is not often spoken in other parts of the world. This was during my first meeting as a consultant. So we met this scaffolding contractor with the client. And my client with a hesitation suddenly asked, can you erect? Are you sure you can erect? I burst into laughter and the client looked unhappy because they thought I was not paying attention. But in reality, I was stunned. And in my mind, I was like, what on earth is happening? Why will this guy use such language? This is porn sin. In the end, we all giggled after my colleague explained to me that it's quite a common word to use. So I guess in this part of the world, erect means literally to construct or to build. It takes time for me to finally be an adult and perceive that as word. Well, conclusion. We try our best to not rub local people in the wrong way. Sometimes we try too hard to speak and talk like the local people do. Little that we knew, sometimes they thought that we are making fun of them. So, if you are on the receiving end, please don't take it personally because the non-local just don't know what the fuck they are doing and they are trying their best to fit into your culture. They are migrants without anyone to show how to in a new environment. The struggle to adapt a new place is real. So instead, why wouldn't we help them through their transition? Just be kind. So just like people always say, don't peel the skin off banana. Wait, something's wrong. What is the thing about the skin or cover again?